Okay, thank you very much for your punctuality. Then it is 11 a.m. to start the second session of the Apnic annual general meeting. And the second session will consist of 2 or 3 reports on Apnic business, and starting with the EC Treasurer report. But as you notice, the Treasurer James Spenceley apologizes to this AGM. Then this part will be delivered by the Kenny Huang, Apnic Executive Council member, for Mr. Treasurer James. Thank you, Kenny.
Okay, good morning. My name is Kenny Huang. I'm sorry, because the treasurer couldn't be here, so I'm helping to deliver the treasury report. Basically, the report includes 2 parts. The first part is year 2014 financial report. Second part will be budget and activity plan. Okay, here we come to financial report. In year 2014, operating surplus will be 3 million Australian dollars. All the dollar I mentioned here will be Australian dollars. That's operating surplus after tax. Statement of income regarding to the revenue, we have $18,622,000. That's actual budget. Actual revenue we have is a little bit higher than what we budget in year 2014. The net revenue for year 2014 was $18,622,000, and it's about 3% above the budget. 2 major reasons. The first one will be membership fee increase. It's about the budget, because our membership keep growing and continue to be on track. Second part will be investment income that will include $135,000 above the budget. That's investment fund perform above our expectation. Statement of income on the expense. In the year 2000, our budget will be $16,126,000, but the actual expense will be in year 2014 is $15,568,000. The expense from year 2000 for year 2014 was $15,534,000. Sorry, that's a typo. That's about 4% below the budget. So actually, we spend less as we anticipate. The major reason comes from professional fee down by $269,000, and also travel expense below budget by $95,000, because we hold in the Apnic 38 in Brisbane. That saves a lot of costs, because the secretariat doesn't need to travel around. And also sponsorship below the budget, and meeting and training below the budget. A statement of financial position. Year 2014, total asset for Apnic is $32,804,000, and total liability will be $11,416,000. The net asset or total equity will be $21,388,000. So that including current asset, because of the current asset reduction in fund related to the grant, that would be $370,000. And also non-current asset, surplus operating cash of $3 million was transferred to the fund progressively through the year. So all the investment income was reinvested into the portfolio. Current liability, so far because we have prepared a portion of annual membership fee, that was $491,000, about the end, about December in year 2014. And our total equity position was increased by 20%. As mentioned, our membership keep growing, and you can see in year 2014, by the end of year 2014, we have 4,618 members. And strong net growth in Australia, Hong Kong, and Japan. So average, our monthly net gain in the membership will be 47. Every month, we gain 47 new members join the Apnic. Apnic reserve, you can see a great portion of financial asset was increased starting from 2013 up to 2014 because we convert our cash and cash equivalent into the other financial assets. So the financial asset portion was increased. So financial stability major from EC point of view because the financial stability is critical part of the Apnic. So we keep closely to monitor the financial stability in terms of Apnic operation. And so far financial stability and a number of months to expense covered by equity will be 16.5 months. That's almost close to the EC strategic goal because we identified strategic goal will be 18 months by EC strategic plan. So we are heading to this way. And that means Apnic operation is getting more and more stable. Audit, we set up an audit rotation policy. As part of 5-year audit rotation policy, Ernst & Young was replaced by PricewaterhouseCoopers for the year 2000 audit. And also we get a audit outcome because, from PwC, the account give a true and fair view of Apnic financial position. Also complying with the relevant accounting standards. So the next part will be year 2015 budget and activity plan. Budget processing in year 2015, including activity plan and priority list driven by input from Apnic survey. So we conduct a survey to the older members and also EC strategic guidance, Apnic expense operation commitment. And that's a bottom-up zero-based expense budgeting. And we continue focus on financial stability, as I mentioned. We keep growing and make sure Apnic operation will keep getting more and more stable. Budget consideration in year 2015, including implementation of revised member and non-member fee schedule, approved by EC in November 2014, effectively from January 1st, year 2015. So incorporate year 2015 activity plan in a view of Apnic expense granted by activity and allocation of full-time employee operating and capital expenditure, and including detail of major initiative and project for year 2015. And also EC revised the member fee schedule. The key change will be the minimum member fee reduced from $1,180, reduced down to the $1,050. The IP resource allocation application fee of $1,750 replaced with a reduced once only $500 sign-up fee. New member requesting resource no longer join as an associate member. So associate member become a tier member when receiving their initial resource delegation. Reactivation fee reduced from $2,700 down to $1,000. This developed country discount of 50% continue to apply to all fee. And NIR continue to pay 190% premium. That's the activity code for year 2015, including 4 areas. The first area is serving members. Second area is regional development and outreach. Third area is global collaboration. Last one will be corporate. So year 2015 budget expense by activity, you can see based on the 4 areas, you can see based on the full-time employee, the percentage in different areas, expense and capex. The budget revenue forecast for year 2015, because we replace IP resource allocation fee, so we don't have the income from IP resource allocation fee, but we will have a sign-up fee free, or for sign-up fee from a new member. That estimate about $380,000. So total revenue anticipate will be $18,262,000. The budget expense in year 2015, especially including the meeting and training expense, that will be $519,000. Include Apnic and Apricot meeting, regional Apnic meeting, and membership development activities. Budget surplus in year 2015, according to current forecast, that will be operating surplus pre-tax will be $1,196,000. Income tax benefit, operating surplus after tax will be 1,196,000. Thank you. All the detailed report already been circulated to the member in January this year. So all the members suppose you receiving the document. If you didn't look like document, you still can Google search Apnic transparency and to find a document from the top list according to the principle of Apnic accountability and transparency policies. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Kenny. If you have any questions or comments, I'm happy to receive it. No? Crystal clear? Great. All right. That's my turn to deliver you the Executive Council report. Okay. Apnic Executive Council report. My name is, again, Akinori Maemura, the chair of the Executive Council. EC members for the 2014 to 2015, we have the 8 member, and then I'd like to ask you the EC members to do the self-introduction. Then please, Mayan, and then in the order of the seating. Mayan, please. Mic, please.
I have the mic. Okay. My name is Ma Yan from Beijing University Post and Telecommunications, and I'm working with the Apnic community for years. And certainly as the EC, I'm really glad to communicate with the members and really discussing various kind of interest topics, including technical management and supporting the trainings, and also during the period of very important period of time for ANA function transition and facing the bright future for our internet involvement in history. So this is also my personal pleasure, and also thank you for all your support in the previous years and working together for the next coming years. Thank you.
I'm Chihu Chang from Hong Kong. I'm working for the Chinese University of Hong Kong, but I'm not a professor. I don't need to deal with students. And I'm also in charge of the operations of HKIX, Hong Kong Internet Exchange.
Hi, I'm Gaurav Rajpada. I'm employed by Limelight Networks, look after global network strategy and expansion and peering and backbone and things like that. Thank you very much.
Good morning. That's second introduction. My name is Kenny Huang, delegate of Apnic from Taipei. Thank you.
I'm without quote, Wendy. I'm director of Business Development Center of Apnic. Just for the record and for the friend that may not know, I've been transferred from IP service to commercial service department. So today is my last day to serve the community, but I will still around, and as a friend, you may still see me as the engagement of local. Thank you.
And as Apnic DG, I'm an ex officio full voting member of the Apnic EC in that capacity. Thanks.
All right, thank you very much.
By the way. I'm Paul, by the way.
That's the most important part. All right, I think I need to do my own self-introduction. My name is Akinori Maemura. By the way, Akinori is the first name, Maemura is a surname, so in Japanese order we call Maemura Akinori, but just for sure. I'm an employee for the Apnic Japan Network Information Center, one of the NIR, National Internet Registry, but my responsibility is the business other than IP department, which includes the PR, policy research, technical research, something like that, and events. So, but executive council duties just came with me, so that's why I'm doing this kind of thing. Then as we've already a couple of times mentioned, James Spenceley, our treasurer, cannot make himself to be here, and then he sent you the apologies. Then these 8 makes the executive council. Functions of the Apnic Executive Council is like that. I'd like to skip it because it is repeatedly mentioned to you, and just the same because this is quite a defined role. But I don't think it should be skipped. Then I will do that, representing the interests of the members in the governance of Apnic, and then to oversee Apnic's activities, and to consider broad internet policy issues for Apnic strategic direction, and setting the membership fees is our major job, and then endorse the policy consensus toward the implementation. That's EC meeting record. You know, that's for the sake of the transparency for the of the executive council to the membership, but it is really good record. You know, almost all people are full present. Then some exception is just due to some really difficulty to attend. So we have running a couple of years of the quarterly in-person meetings instead of the monthly telephone conference. Then this is that record. But I should say even before this system, I mean with the monthly telephone conference, the attendance rate is really good. Then you can interpret that the executive council members are really keen to our business. Believe me. Finances, that's already mentioned and reported by the Treasury report. One of the responsibilities of the Executive Council is to set the fees for membership and Apnic services, then Apnic fee reduction for all account holders from the January 1st this year. This is for now we enjoy the strong membership growth. Then that's very benefit in the increase of the revenue. And then one of our major points is to maintain the good level of the surplus reserves. But at the same time, we thought we should return some of that profit to the membership. Then this time we determined to reduce the fee. Then it is already in effect. Then another point is the activity-based budgeting. As the Kenny's Treasury report says, we finally employed the activity code budgeting. Then it is really precisely works for us and for Secretariat to plan the activity and the budget, and then for you to see the very quite fine distribution of our expense. So that's all about increasing the transparency of the Apnic's business. That's actually the one of the major discussion in 2014 that some of the activity of the Apnic is not clear, or some doubt that we are spending the unwanted activity. But this is our answer then for that kind of the doubt. Then now the activity-based budgeting benefiting you to have the quite comprehensive image and understanding how Apnic spending the money, which is which is, of course, from the membership fee from you. I'm really happy with that. And another point, Apnic Survey 2014, it's surveys for us to set the new strategic planning. And actually, the Apnic Survey for targeting not only our membership but also the broader stakeholders is a quite firm basis for us to plan our business. So the Executive Council and the Secretariat quite value feedbacks from the members and the broader community. Then in accordance with the survey result from the 2014 one, we plan the midterm planning for the 15 to 18. So the Executive Council, with the big appreciation, made a response to the survey, and it is already published. So for you to track the Apnic survey response activity, you can visit the website www.apnic.net/survey. Easy enough for you to memorize. Community engagement. Our new activity on in Apnic conferences is the cooperation SIG. That's in Brisbane, and a bit before that, the Executive Council proposed the committee to set the cooperation SIG as one evaluation from the Public Policy Advisory Committee. So it has been successfully done, and then I'm very happy to have the inaugural meeting of the cooperation SIG here in Fukuoka. And then the draft charter was agreed on that inaugural meeting, and then the chair people election was happened, and then Dr. Govind from India elected as the chair, and then Billy Chon elected as the co-chair. By the way, Billy Chon is quite, the Apnic, the committee member of the Apnic in several years ago, and he is back now, and then he will be active in this cooperation SIG. Welcome back, Billy. Where is it? Okay, Billy Chon and Dr. Govind. Good to see you guys. Dr. Govind. All right, then, these two are the leadership of the cooperation SIG, but this is a really new activity. So actually, not many things are determined yet. So that is it is for you to craft the cooperation SIG by your input. Thank you very much for your involvement in the cooperation SIG. Accountability and transparency. Another key project within the Executive Council for the last year. So one of the points is that we created the RIR accountability matrix by the which is done by NRO, and then there we can have the easy comparison among the policies and the accountability and the governance among the 5 RIRs. Then the Apnic transparency page updated. This is the second point. So now we have this link here. Oh, sorry, back. Where is that? All right, this part. The transparency page has a really the good wrap up of the lot of information about Apnic's transparency. Then, as I said, the activity plan and the budget is already available. So please visit and look at it for the further detail than the treasury report included. And then 5-year strategy document is already published. Then another accountability activity is in Executive Council conduct. We had a number of the improvement in EC's business conduct. One of that is the declaration of the interest and the register of interest. So this is for Apnic to avoid any problem with the conflict of the interest. The register of the interest is just the listing of the each person's, for example, another public services and some other interests. For example, for myself, I am the employee for the JPNIC, and I am the board member of another body and something like that. So if the EC's decision, EC's discussion get into some issues around that body, then it is really easy for me to refrain from the discussion to avoid a conflict of interest. And then another point is strengthening the internal financial audit process. And then rotation of the external financial auditor is one of the accountability thing. This time the PricewaterhouseCoopers were appointed as a new auditors. INR stewardship transition, it's a huge issue for the Apnic. And then it is the diagram which was also used in annual report. Then again, I'd like to thank the CRISP team for their very hard job, tireless job throughout the vacation season from the December to January. And then we have the very good progress. And then that is really, they deserve the applause from the entire committee. Thank you very much, Chris team. Where's Izumi? Outside. It's a shame. All right. Then another business of the Executive Council is to appoint NROEC. One member out of the three, and where the other two members elected by the community. Then for the 2015, the Executive Council reappointed after Siddiqui for the number council member who is to be appointed by the Executive Council. After there. Thank you very much for your service. All right, and I think it's pretty much covered the current Executive Council business. Then now we are working on the development area, the new project and the new initiative and the development area. That means, the Apnic's development activities are mainly done by us. And then some done by us in terms of the training, and we have the ISIF project, which is thanks to the external fund to run some small grant program for the Asian Pacific members to develop really fantastic software to change and evolve the information society. That's a really good activity. And our in-house training. But we are now considering to expand this development activity to better serve the community. That's now under discussion. So you will see in the near future have the more detailed project plan. So please look forward to it. The another point is the further review on the NIL framework. That's actually 2 years ago, I think, that we, Executive Council, decided to have the moratorium to accept the new application for the National Internet Registry. That's actually, doing the NIR is not very easy. But that's another registry, which means they need to have another registry system and some other infrastructure and some other similar system and procedure with the Apnic. So it is very hard to run the NIL, then cooperate with the Apnic. So right now the Executive Council accelerate our discussion for the evolving the National Internet Registry framework. Then it is another thing. We will have some new information to you in near future. All right, member feedback. That's actually something we've already mentioned before. Now we have the new EC submission feature on the My Apnic. If you logged in to the My Apnic, there is some link or a button to do the EC submission. Then the EC submission system, you can provide your own input to the Executive Council for our consideration. Please use that if you really need. But ideal situation should be that you don't have nothing complaint. But if in case you have a complaint, then we are happy to hear to improve our activity. Then another idea for us to give us the input is doing the email. exec-sec@apnic.net will be arriving at the Executive Council for our consideration. Of course, the Apnic conference is a very good chance for you to have the conversation with us, and vice versa. The very good timing for the Executive Council to have the conversation with the membership. Please optimize, make full use of this opportunity for you to have us better served to you. And we are doing, this was the second time to Meet the EC event. That's a really casual occasion with drinks and some finger food to just make friends with us. So please use it next time as well. All right? Oop. All right. That's all for my report. If you have any question or comment, I'm really happy to answer. All right? Very good. I think it's crystal clear. Really? All right. Ajay?
Ajay from IRIN. I would like to know the detail of your NIR review. What are you going to do that under the review? Are you going to provide extra features? Are you going to do the policy review? Or what are included in the review of NIR framework?
I'm afraid to say, thank you very much. I'm afraid to say, it is, I said that it is coming in near future, so we are now just started our discussion of this review, so nothing, there's no detail yet. Oh. So, but I think my explanation is pretty much it. I mean, right now we have the moratorium to accepting the new NIL application, and then that is because if we accept the new NIL application, it will be not really good for the businesses, not only the Apnic but also the new NRR. So that is why we are now discussing. So yes, we will never fail to provide you the further information and any progress of our discussion in the next, for example, the next meeting. So please stay tuned.
So as per discussion, I am able to understand something that some discussion for the future NIRs.
Yeah.
But you will be happy to note that Indian NIR latest. So after the making Indian NIR, in the community, you will be able to see that 70%, 79% are the new members who were not able to come to Apnic. So they are in the system. So before taking a decision, as a member of community, I suggest that you consider this option also.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Of course, we need to consult with the existing NIRs for the input, and of course, we need to consult with the other members and stakeholders, and that's the consultation. It's indispensable in terms of our own accountability and transparency. Thank you very much to raise this topic. Thank you. Any other comments? All right. Thank you very much. Okay, and then next agenda says open mic. It's actually we can have a bunch. That's not very clear, but not short time for this open mic section. So it is for you to say anything you find, and then any concern or question. So please never hesitate to go up to the microphone and say something. Thank you.
Hi, good morning. I'm Toshio Tachibana, the chair of the NIRC. So the Apnic website, on the Apnic website, we can see on the SIGs in the website for the joint discussion. So we can see SIG as on page, but the joint discussion page is described only the policy SIG and the cooperation SIG, not seeing in the NIR SIG.
Okay.
Yeah, please, I am very happy if add to the NIR SIG names because NIR SIG is open for the discussion. Everything come welcome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone? Director General says noted. All right. Another point? Tim.
Hi, I'm Tim Denton on the board of Aaron. I have nothing political to say except thank you very much. Great conference. Great listening to Houston. Well organized. I love Japan. It's great. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Not only as the Apnic Executive Council Chair, but also as a local host, I appreciate your heartfelt word. Thank you. Fujisaki-san.
Hi, good morning. My name is Tomohiro Fujisaki from NTT as a organization member of the Apnic. I have one request about the selection voting.
Voting,
and
yes.
Yes, this time I saw the candidate list page, and just one request: when all candidates was on the list, please put the result. What I want to say is all candidates was on the list. Yeah, that is because we have to discuss which candidate to. So what is it? We have to discuss in my organization to whom we vote. So we would like to know all the candidates on the list. Because this time we saw the list, the final date of the nomination phase, and we discussed based on that list, but one candidate added after our discussion. So just we would like to know the candidate list has all candidates or not. So if possible, please add the nomination phase is closed and all candidate is on the list. Just want to know that's the fact.
Thank you.
Yep.
Or you can take it on. All right, I think yes, that's maybe maybe you are requesting some improvement in the election conduct in the candidacy, publishing the candidacy. Then,
Yes.
yes,
Yep.
yes. No, maybe that be taken on for the consideration to the improvement.
Yes,
Yep.
please. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kumao.
Yeah. Hi, morning, everyone. This is Ajay Kumar from India. I must, first of all, thank all the EC members and the rest of the community for the wonderful work that's going on and for all the achievements. Wonderful year 2014, a lot of profit made. I just wanted to make one comment, and this is my first Apnic, and therefore maybe I'm seeing this from a very new perspective, but sometimes good to see it from a new perspective. Yeah, maybe a lot of work has already happened on this. In this room, we still do not see more than half a dozen to maybe 10 countries represented, and we have a big 56-country region. I think we should, as a community, try to go and reach out to those countries which are not here in this room, because the future of our future really lies there. So maybe at the EC level, as a group, we need to look at how we should increase our outreach to those who are not in this room. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That's a very good point. And one of the initiatives which will be taken in 2015 is to have more activity onto the region. For example, it is not really determined, but one of the idea would be have the EC meeting, the quarterly one, in the occasion of the Apnic regional meeting, which is the sub-region meeting. So that's one of our effort to reach out to the region. So in that way, the Executive Council is now trying to train more in terms of the outreach. Thank you very much, Dr. Kumar. That's a really good point. Curtis.
Hi, I'm Curtis Lindquist from NetNode. As we're on the topic of websites, I can notice some invited comments. I thought I'll give you some comments. I'm a quite IT challenged person, clearly, because I have two problems. I'd like to first echo the previous comment about making one list of the candidates available. When I went to vote, I actually had to use Google to find the list because you can't get to it from the Apnic website. I'm sure it was in my email somewhere, but it was much faster to use Google and click through the links. If you could actually make it a little bit easier to find, that would really help. And the second topic, it took me 3 web browsers to be able to vote on my Apnic. Is there any chance we could get my Apnic fixed so that an IT challenged person as me can actually log in? And well, I can log in, but I can't vote because you need to get a certificate. You need to you can't use Safari. You have to get Chrome to download the certificate, install it in Firefox, and then vote. Maybe we could just simplify that slightly. Maybe 2 is enough, 2 web browsers, or maybe even 1.
The comments on the website are noted. What was presented in the services session this week was a report about the 2-factor authentication, which is going to be rolled out soon as a additional or potential replacement for the certification for most members. So that'll be based on the time-based standardised time-based one-time password thing, which I think you'll like much more, Curtis, and your browser will be happier too.
Thank you very much. Dean.
Dim Himmons, Internet NZ. While we're talking about websites, I noticed a lot of comments the other day during the policy sig that the Confer app wasn't actually available to be used via mobile devices, either iPhones or iPads. The graph would come up, but the little buttons wouldn't. it would be good if whenever Apnic was putting out services, that given the massive numbers of mobile, we've all seen those graphs, right? That we really give mobile devices the same status as full browser. That'd be great.
Thank you. Izumi?
If I could respond, if I could
please.
just respond to Dean, that point is very well taken. It was frankly a big surprise that we'd actually lost the compatibility that we had before that was built in, and I'm honestly not quite sure what happened there, but it will definitely be fixed. Thanks.
Thank you.
Izumi Okutani, related to Dean's point, it's more of a minor point, I guess. I wasn't able to find the link to the confer from policy SIG page or like policy process page, so I had to ask somebody to access to the confer. So it would be, yes, Chief who helped me actually. So I think it would be helpful if this confer URL would be more like visible and easy to click from Apnic's page. Thanks.
Thank you. Noted.
I'm Toshio Tachibana about our website again. So I'm on the submitting the policy proposal page. And all the time, we can see on the bottom about the is this proposal for the impact to the NIR for the mandatory or selectable. But at this time, we can see the selectable button for the policy proposal page. And I have a hat for the chair of the policy development process forum in Japan. So I want to know, I want to easy to understand whether is this proposal is there impact to the NIR or the mandatory or not. And please add to the button whether choose the mandatory or not. This is I'm very happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Aftab.
Hi. Aftab Siddiqui. Since everybody is talking about the website, so let me just add up something. I would like to appreciate the Apnic initiative on adding a blog. It's a good addition, and the content coming up is really nice. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Masato.
Thank you. This is Masato Yamanishi, Policy SIG Chair. Regarding the Toshio's point, to be honest, I'm not sure all proposal author understood what will happen. They will choose selectable, because I'm afraid that many participants in Policy SIG actually doesn't aware about each NIL policy. So I'm not saying that's not a problem, but to use it more effectively, I think Policy SIG also needs to understand what's the current NIL, what's the current policy in each NIL. So can you help it?
Any comment on that?
Ajay Kumar, co-chair of NIR SIG. So Apnic take the feedback from all of our NIRs, which policy is applicable and which formats. So most probably Apnic Secretariat is going to publish in their website. If it is required, we can right now discuss with them where it is available. But as a feedback, the information is available with Apnic. Thank you.
Thank you. Izumi.
Izumi Okutani at Apnic. I think in the past we used to translate our policies into English, and we do have the version from 2000 or something. It's obviously very, very outdated, but maybe worth thinking of doing it so that it's visible to the community. And basically, in case of Apnic, our policy is very consistent with Apnic's, so I don't see major issues in when we discuss policy proposals, that differences with our policies. But in case there is, it may be worth asking for other NIRs to share if there are anything that we should note in consideration to local NIR policies. Just a thought.
Thank you very much. I think it's a good wrap up. All right. All right, okay. Aftab?
Aftab Siddiqui. Since somebody else raised the issue of confer, that's why I'm saying as well. I think it should be noted that people from different regions will be testing the confer. So it should be tested on various bandwidths as well. So yeah, if somebody is, in fact, not from different region, if somebody is using it on a GPRS or Edge, or maybe, yeah, so do test it as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. A lot of input was highly appreciated. Then we are happy to have it. All right, move on to the next agenda, which is the SIG report. The first SIG report is from the policy SIG. Masato is coming up to the podium to deliver you his policy SIG report. Thank you, Masato.
Hi, again, this is Masato, Policy SIG Chair. It's still 11:51, so I have 38 minutes, right? No, I'm joking. I will try to make it as short as possible. Then Policy SIG conducted from first to third session on Thursday, and we had SIG chair and co-chair election, and also we considered 4 policy proposals. Then 3 informational presentations, and also we have 1 community consultation about live inter-RIR transfer proposal. Then we also used Confer version 0.2, but still, this one is still alpha or becoming beta, something like that. Then about chair elections, since Andy Linton, who is former Policy SIG chair, was resigned just after last meeting. So we had a chair election, and then I was only candidate, so I was elected as chair. And also we asked volunteer for co-chair position, but one person expressed his interest, but he cannot attend this meeting, so he's not eligible for candidate. So it means we don't have any co-chair right now. So we will have another co-chair election in next meeting. But before that, if something happened to me, like cannot attend to next meeting, or I will get bad health or something like that, then if we will need acting chair, the secretariat will appoint acting chair from current NRO-NC. That is the agreement in Policy SIG. Then we considered 4 policy proposals, and first one is a Prop 112, and it is trying to resolve swamp IPv6 space. Swamp means legacy allocation before introducing sparse allocation mechanism. And actually, this one is a new proposal, but actually they had formal proposal, and we discussed a couple of meetings about that. Then even though that we could not reach consensus this proposal also in this meeting, so we decided abandon this one. The next one is a proposal 113, which proposed relaxing IPv4 delegation requirement for end-site assignment. Then when I asked the consensus about this proposal, I saw some supporters, but also I saw some opponents. So I interpret that result as the proof of not enough discussion for this proposal, so I decided to push back this one to mailing list. And third one is a Prop 114, which is proposing, which propose relaxing requirement for ASN allocation. Actually, right now, multi-homing is mandatory for ASN allocation, but this one is trying to relax it. And we discussed in second session, but Levi's text was proposed during lunchtime. Then we discussed again after lunchtime, then asked a consensus. But still, I saw that the majority was neutral, and there are some supporters and some opposed. So I also think that we have not yet fully discussed this proposal, so I pushed back this one to the mailing list. And last one is a Prop 115, which proposed to, how can I say? So its problem statement is, right now we are using IPv4 address sharing technology, so it's quite difficult to figure out which address range is appropriate for filter. So this proposal is trying to resolve that problem. Then this one is pretty new concept, so we mainly focused on problem statement itself. Then some people understood this problem statement, but others are not. But since this one is the first meeting for this proposal, so I decide push it back to the mailing list also. So the result of official proposal is one is abandoned, and remaining three are pushed back to the mailing list. No consensus reached. Then we also have 3 informational presentations, and first one is made by AFTAB. It is about Apnic whose database accuracy, and second and third are statistics about address and routing, and also the statistics about IPv6 allocation. But these presentations are for background for other proposal. But the first one is actually proposing to discuss Apnic whose database in policy sake. So after some discussion, policy SIG agreed to cover whose database also, but I would like to ask 2 questions to AGM. First one is it, so I mean, is it acceptable approach? I mean, discussing whose database in policy SIG. And also, if it is accepted, I also would like to confirm whether current charter can cover who is this database discussion, or we need to change, or we need to revise current policy SIG charter. Because current policy SIG charter says the charter of the policy SIG is to develop policies and procedures which relate to the management and use of internet address resources. So we can, I think, the management include whose database implicitly. So we can think this current charter already cover whose database implicitly, or we need to add whose database explicitly. That is the question. Then we also have community consultation about LIPE NDCC's inter-RIL transfers proposal. And Andrea from LIPE NDCC kindly accepted to present current status of this proposal. And actually, this proposal is in final stages in LIPE region, and latest version will apply needs-based if source RIL requires it. However, Apnic policy does not, currently doesn't require needs-based for outgoing transfer. So it means LIPE will apply needs base for the transfer from RN region, but they will not apply needs base for the transfer from Apnic region. Okay. Then RM Secretariat advised that transfer from Apnic to Live region is not relevant to RM policy. It seems so, but we have some concern. We still have some concern about that point. So currently, Apnic EC decide to transfer between Live and AV region in moratorium status. So it means it is in the hold status. Then after Live will after Live and CC proposal progress, Apnic EC will review again how it is implemented, how it will be implemented in Live region, and also what's the implications to Apnic region. Before that, transfer between Live and Apnic is in moratorium status. And the next is about confer. We already have some feedbacks about confer in open mic session, but actually we added some features for confer compared to previous meeting. First one is that we can show proposal name and descriptions, and also now we have countdown timer, and also we have chat window, but actually I don't like this idea because we already have another chat on livecast site. So now I need to watch 2 chat pages. So I cannot cover everything by myself. Anyway, so now we also have some mission buttons, but we already noted feedbacks which was made in open microphone session, but also other feedback is very welcome. So please express it in this meeting or send email to PolicySig mailing list. And I think this one is last, right? Yes. Regarding the session schedule, actually we have received negative feedback because lightning talk was in parallel with first session, but it has some history. Actually, initially we scheduled 2 sessions in second and third session on Thursday, but after proposal deadline, we found more workload than we expected. So it requires additional session. So we added first session, then now we see conflict with lightning talks. So that's the history. So the solution, what I'm thinking is assume 3 sessions at the beginning. From previous experience, I think 3 may be maximum number of sessions. So we will assume 3 sessions at the beginning and reduce it later if 3 is not needed. That is my idea to resolve this one. Okay, that's the PolicySig report. And thank you very much for your cooperation in PolicySig. I'm always very appreciated.
Thank you, Masato. So you suggest to have some discussion in Fui's thing?
Yes. So this one.
All right. Then the point is the policy SIG is the dealing with the address policy, which is like restriction and the criteria of the allocation or assignment of the IP address and the size, evaluation of the size or something like that. But it is not really. It has not been really discussed about FUIs or some other management side of the policies. So current policy SIG charter says, the charter of the policy SIG is to develop policies and the procedures which relate to the management of and the use of internet address resources by Apnic, NIRs, and ISPs within the Asia-Pacific region. Then a question to AGM, just I am reading that, is it acceptable to deal with fluid database kind of discussion or setting a rule of that? And can current charter cover it or should be changed? So I'd like to have your input on this question to AGM. And never hesitate to go up to the microphone, please. Izumi is coming up to the microphone.
Izumi Okutani. So my initial feeling is that whois is a part of registering who holds the number of resources. So it seems that we may be able to interpret this is a part of the management and use of internet address resources. Well, alternative could be, so this is my personal preference at this stage, and alternative could be that I see, for example, in the right region, they have different SIGs with different topics, so they would have routing, working group, database working group, and so I think another alternative could be to split per topic and have more focused discussions per topic and create a separate SIG. But if we look at the history of how we have conducted the meeting, in the past we did have these different SIGs, database, can't remember if we had routing, but I think the idea was that it's better and more efficient if we just abolish those SIGs and have a more common platform for discussions. So it seems we'll be reverting back to what we agreed in the past if we try to create another SIG specifically just for this discussions, unless things have changed since then and we feel the need to create a separate SIG. So again, to summarize, I think this current policy SIG covers it, and I think it would be good if we can discuss this whois database issue as a part of policy SIG.
Thanks, Izumi. Anyone else? Sanjaya. Please.
Narana Nipuno. To me, it makes sense again as well. I know when we originally had database SIG or in the right region database working group, it was very much about the specification of the database, and there were very technical things discussed there. I think it makes sense to discuss whose database matters in the policy SIG. The issues are related, and I think the people who go to the policy SIG are the ones who care about the database as well. So to me, it makes sense.
Thank you. Sanjaya?
Thank you, Chair. Sanjay from Apnic. I just realized looking at the policy SIG charter that if we change it to the management, registration and use of internet address resources, it would probably fix the problem. But also I noticed that there's only Apnic, NR, and ISP. I think we need to expand that a bit because it now, network operators, enterprises are joining us. That's okay. All. Thank you.
Good point. Aftab.
Hi, Aftab Siddiqui again. Thank you, Masato, for raising this issue. Actually, I was the one who presented it in the policy SIG. And I think, as Nurani mentioned, that there is no reason not to discuss it and move forward with the who is database discussion in the policy SIG. As Sanjay has suggested to add registration as well, because adding something in the charter, we have to follow the policy of making the change. So I think moving forward, we can discuss it, and if the community agrees, we can add one word if required. Thank you.
Thank you very much. If anyone from the stage, I mean the EC member, do you have any comments or questions? Because I can see everyone from this position. No? All right, thank you very much. It helps. All right, go up, sorry.
Thank you, Mamura-san. As a ex-policy SIG chair, I think what I'm wondering is if we need to reword the policy SIG charter to include the accuracy of the database. I mean, who is one topic, but it's the accuracy of the data in the registry, so that might get extended to RPKI, reverse DNS, and so on and so forth. So I would personally think that, rather than creating a new SIG, it might be more appropriate to kind of reword or expand the policy SIG charter, because that's the single place where we discuss policy these days. But yeah, it is the community that feels if it is appropriate or not.
Thank you. Kenny?
I didn't make comment. I just tried to, can we have the feedback from Professor Cindy, who was the chair of database SIG? Probably can give us some feedback regarding to when you chair in the database SIG. What's your suggestion? Thank you.
Oh, good. Good suggestion. Professor Lee.
Yeah. Okay, Professor Sing Lee. Oh, okay. Actually, I believe it's a good idea, like put database SIG in the policy. I mean, not SIG, the who is database related issues in the policy. Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Then does it help?
Yes.
What's your idea with that?
So I think nobody opposed to discussing who is database in policy SIG, but I saw Gaurav suggest to revise policy SIG charter, but so
I think for the clarity.
For the clarity.
Yeah.
Do we have any official procedure to revise SIG charter? I'm not sure.
My idea is for the consensus by the SIG itself. Adam, please clarify it.
Adam Gosling from Apnic Secretariat. There is no formal written procedure already. It would be requiring a consensus decision by the SIG itself.
Okay, I got it. So I think yeah. So we will cover who is database topic in policy SIG also. Then also in next meeting we will review our charter and report it to the AMM.
Just to follow up from Adam, I'd suggest that a proposal to change the SIG would be treated like a policy proposal in that it should, to change the charter, so it would be posted in advance and so forth, not just put up for a consensus decision in a meeting, for instance. It would actually be treated on the same basis as a policy proposal, do you think, Adam?
I wouldn't want to give it a prop number. I'd probably prefer to see it handled the way we handle changes to the SIG guidelines. So yes, I agree it should be well socialised prior to the meeting and formally presented at the meeting and documented, but maybe not given a prop 1117 or something. I mean, I guess we can do that. We can do. The chair can probably do anything they want, but. I'd rather it not end up in that kind of PDP list, if that makes sense.
Good.
It makes sense, I think.
All right. Any other points other than?
Okay.
Oh, Wendy.
I would like to add a comment and point out that as the community like to stop to talking about whose database accuracy and abuse within the policy structure. But as before that, probably deeply in mind that for the people involved into policy SIG, they were just only thinking is the place to talk about policy. So I aware that we have raised the issue and quite few of us to think that's a very important topic to talk about, but we would like to drive the people who have been working on the database, whose database accuracy abuse lot time. They have been contribute a lot effort on that to drive them into this community and contribute their experience. So I would like to see the audience and the staff from Apnic actually go to outreach to those expertise and just let them know that we start a topic of whose database, and parallels there is ICANN project is the RESTful whos that has been deeply involved with, by Apnic staff and Ripen CC colleagues. So those potentially can be a very good person to come to this SIG to actually give us experience and knowledge that what have been done and what had been contributed to this particular topic.
Good, thank you.
I agree with this comment, and I think main user of whose database is security people. So I think our first outreach target will be the security community.
Yeah, I actually got to know that the ICANN is now doing the next generation whos, that's so-called registry database. I forgot the acronym, but they are doing really keen consideration on the improving the whos to have it current. Then yes, we definitely need that part of the discussion. Then yeah, that's a really good point. All right, Nick, the other point other than whos for the policy SIG. Clear? Okay, thank you very much, Masato.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody.
That's we come to the final part of the morning second session, which is the election reminder by Hosea-san as the election chair. Thank you, Hosea-san.
Just a gentle reminder, please cast your vote before you go and have your lunch. The voting desk is just outside the room here. We will close the election at 14 o'clock local time. I'd also like to ask the election scrutinizers to be at the voting desk by 14. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Then, any housekeeping notice, Miwa? No. All right. Then, all right. This is really efficient meeting proceeding. It's at 12:20. Then we will have lunchtime from now on, and we will resume with the afternoon session at the 2 p.m. sharp. Thank you very much. Let's enjoy the lunch.